Thanks, Mick. We can settle this in about 10 minutes, max? Yes, my lawyer is required to be here. I'm surprised you didn't bring yours. For the 1000th time, they don't want to see your face ever again. I'm their mother. The last time I checked, you don't have children. What should I expect from you cult people? You use complex words, but you have no clue what they truly mean. The moment you disown a child, that child is no longer yours. That's exactly what you told the government. If that was not true, your kid wouldn't be under my roof, under my tender love and care. Do you even know what love means? Considering you love your profit more than a normal human being, I suppose not. I don't have to give you respect. Considering your attitude for the past 5 years, I don't owe you a thing. Oh, like your church is ever going to do anything to me? Speaking of which, I thought your people don't associate with us worldly types anyway. For a group that's dedicated to stay away from everyone else, you're very determined to get a rise out of me. They were 10 years old when you threw them out of your house. You expect a 10-year-old to repent in the outside world? I don't know what mushrooms you all have been eating, but that's not how the real world works. You know what? You're right. I do hate you. I do hate everything you stand for. While I hate you, I also feel bad for you. I don't know your story with this church, but I can imagine that no one taught you how to properly love. Let us be frank. What you do for a living is not loving your church and family. What you're doing is obeying. Obeying people for a living is ruining you. It ruins everyone because the higher power is now expecting you to throw away everything that makes you want to live life to the fullest so that higher power can make them feel better when they in turn have a boring, miserable life to live. Ugh. Why am I rolling my eyes? Because I'm talking with the wall. Oh, I know who you are. I've seen your kind all my life. A full-fledged narcissist. An individual with their head so far up their own ass, all they see is what they put into their mouths. At every point in everyone's lives, they experience a moment in which something in their mind clicks. That click is the defining moment in which they can find their own person. They become who they set out to be. That click never said for you, so you rely on what everyone else tells you because you're too scared to think for yourself. And do you know what the worst part of it all is? Your child is the most resilient, knowledgeable, and compassionate kid I have ever gotten the honor to know. They know exactly what they want, and they will do just about anything and everything in order to get it. They are so open to learning about the world, so they not only see in black and white, but all the colors that the world has to offer. The only part of their safety that I ever had to worry about was how you warped their brain to believe that they were the most defective product made in the history of mankind. They were made to feel worthless and useless because of some ass-backwards system that told them so. Oh, you never kicked your child out. Your kid left you a long-ass time ago. And they are ever grateful that they did. I said it was their choice whether to see you or not. They decided that they don't, and I'm not going to force them otherwise. Yes, thank you, Mick. I couldn't have said that better myself. Whether you two find common ground or if Or if one person ends up agreeing with the other, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. You might have brought them into this world, but a real parent is one who nurtures their children to adapt to the world, not shape them into something less than human because you were unable to accomplish something in your own life. I allow them to follow their passions to their heart's content, and guess what? At least they're not on drugs and haven't landed themselves in jail. You're welcome, for the record. At least no one's pregnant either. They're 15 now. I'm pretty sure they're old enough to understand their own surroundings, which also means there's no way in hell they're going to return to a society that threw them out in the first place. Not after all the shit they've been through. Honestly, if you want them back, you're gonna have to kill me and my husband first. Relax, Mick, I was being hyperbolic. If your husband wants to meet me, be my guest. We'll see how that ends. Right, Mick? Who does that woman think she is? Thanks for coming over, Mick. I would have done something really stupid if you didn't show up. You're right. I got a kid to see at home. If they don't have me, who will they have?